Now, when it comes to internet freedom, we actually have some good news today too. And here's some news in the municipal broadband world. Now, municipal broadband is city-owned internet. It's taking the internet out of Comcast's hands, out of AT&T's hand, out of Spectrum's hands, and putting it into the hands of cities and communities. Cities that have municipal broadband, they enjoy the highest quality internet you can get in this country at a reasonable price. Just look at Chattanooga, Tennessee. But here's something else about municipal broadband. It is contagious, just like strikes, just like protests. It is contagious in a good way. And a while ago on this show, we covered when a town of 7,000 called Charlemont, Massachusetts, got a municipal broadband project. Their citizens voted for it, they rallied for it, and they got it passed, and they sent Comcast packing. Comcast left their town because they opted to build their own city-owned internet instead. That happened in Charlemont, Massachusetts. Well, check this out. What's that a picture of? That's a picture of another Massachusetts town. And what did that Massachusetts town do? They connected residents to fast, affordable internet access. It's happening, and people are loving it. Community members in Shutesbury, Massachusetts are now receiving fast, affordable, reliable connectivity in their homes and businesses delivered via their publicly owned broadband infrastructure. In late August, officials from Shutesbury announced that they expected testing and verification to be completed in early September. The company hired for installation had scheduled more than 200 premises for September and was making plans to hire additional installers to speed up the process. Shutesbury expects to have most of the town connected to the network by the end of 2019. In May, 87% of the town had already signed up, and subscribers have continued to trickle in. Folks in Shutesbury are now beginning to obtain the internet access they've been chasing for more than 5 years. Here's my favorite part of the article. No Charter, not you. In 2017, the town rejected a proposal from Charter Spectrum that would have connected 96% of the community of around 1,700 people. The offer from the cable company had come about when the state agency tasked with distributed state funding suddenly had to change a heart. The Massachusetts Broadband Institute decided that the big corporate ISPs, which had refused to upgrade services in the area in the past, should have another opportunity to use state funding to build high-quality internet access infrastructure. But even though that would have had to bond, citizens didn't consider it a good deal. People from Shutesbury wanted every premise connected to fiber. They also didn't want to enter into agreement with the big ISP because it refused to commit to a specific dollar amount for connecting remaining properties. So, in short, here's what's going on there. The big ISPs didn't want to invest a lot into this community because they didn't think the profits were good enough for their time. Keep in mind, these ISPs, internet service providers, the Comcast, the AT&Ts, they don't give a hoot about offering you quality internet. They could care less about that. It is not a priority. They care about making as much money as possible. So if something doesn't seem financially worth it to them, they just don't build there. So what happens is in Shutesbury, they didn't want to build there. But then this institute, for whatever reason, decided, oh, let's give them another chance. We're sure they have our best interest at heart. Let's give them another chance. And here's some money that we're going to throw at them to entice them a little more to come in and exploit us. Great thinking by that institute, by the way. Great thinking. Fortunately, for the citizens of Shutesbury, they saw through it and they said, you know what? No, maybe you guys at the state level trust Comcast here. Or wait, was it Comcast or Spectrum? It's all the same. Yeah, Charter. I think that's under the same umbrella. But either way, no Charter. We don't want you. We're going to do it ourselves. We weren't good enough for you the first time. What's changed? Oh, they threw some money at you. We're seeing through it. No, thank you, Charter. We're doing it ourselves. So they did it themselves. And what happened? What ended up happening? Well, I'll tell you, the article tells you it's happening and people are loving it. Do you think if they would have agreed to let Charter come in, that same thing would have happened? It's happening and people are loving it? No, that wouldn't have happened. Shutesbury, Massachusetts, town of 1,700. Charlemont, Massachusetts, town of 7,000. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Sandy, Oregon. Tacoma, Washington's working on something. Santa Monica, California. I'm trying to get it done in Pasadena, California. This is how we're going to take the internet back. This is how we're going to end the net neutrality battle once and for all. Net neutrality policy is important. Don't get me wrong. We got to hold the front lines. But when we take the internet out of the corporation's hands and put it into the hands of cities and communities, That is how we will end the net neutrality battle once and for all, because it'll be written into our charters. So here you go, a town in Massachusetts. One town in Massachusetts did it, so another town in Massachusetts did it. And here's a prediction straight from me. I have a feeling it's only a matter of time before Boston is going to follow suit, before some of the major cities are going to follow suit, and you're going to see a major broadband project happen there. And then it might happen on the state level. But it all starts in one small community.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together